Hi, welcome back. So in the previous video, we saw how to set the environment in Google Colab and how to create an ADK agent. In this video, we would see how to set up the environment on Linux and how to create the basic ADK agent. Yeah. So let's start. So we are in our base folder. So we will initialize the project using UV init. Say we want to create a demo folder called ADK demo 1, and I would initialize that. So that would create that folder ADK demo 1. So I would go to ADK demo, and if I do ls minus la, so I only have these files. So with that one command has created the basic folder structure, and this we should also be able to see it in VS Code. Same structure we see it here. Okay. Now let's initialize the virtual environment here. So I would do uv env and then source.venv slash bin slash activate. So now we have the virtual environment initialized in this folder adk demo -1, right? And that you can see by you see the .venv file created out here. Yeah. And in our VS Code, uh, the PyProject TOML, the dependencies are still blank because we haven't installed anything till now. We only set the virtual environment. And now we would start installing the required packages. Now for ADK, the one package that you need is, which we saw in the previous video also, is pip install Google ADK, right? The same thing you can also do with UV. So if you do UV add google.adk, so that would install all the required software needed, right? And UV is really fast. You can see how fast it has installed all the required software. That means now if I go to pyproject.toml, you could see it now, dependency has been added. Yeah. And that means our environment is also all set. Okay, let me clear the screen. So we are in the demo.adk-demo-1 prop folder. You can also see which ADK that would ensure that you got ADK installed correctly. So in your local.venv bin, you see the ADK. Yeah. And also if you see which Python, this is also from your .venv. So from the virtual environment that you have created, you are accessing Python from there and ADK from there. Now let's create the ADK agent. So in ADK, it is very easy to do it. ADK create, and we wanted to create basic agent, right? So we would say basic agent, and that's it. This is one line would create the agent for us. Now it is asking which LLM model you want to use. I would go with Gemini 2.5 Flash, which is coming by default, and also using the backend as Google AI. Okay. Then it asks for the API key. For the time being, you can put the API key, or that we can set it later also. And I will show you how to set this. Enter. It's all done. With this one command in ADK, your agent has been created. All right, let me show you in VS Code. So this is the folder it has created, and within the folder it has created 3 files. Init file, this one liner dot from dot import agent. Env is the file where you need to give the your Gemini key or Google key, and this is the agent created by ADK, right? So this is good enough to Now run. So you don't need to write even a single line of code. With that single command, your basic agent is ready. So before running it, you need to set the API key and paste in here. ADK run, and then you need to give the folder name, which is basic agent. That is where you have your agent, right? And as we saw in the previous example, also in the Google Colab, we are seeing the same thing here. It is saying running root agent. It is saying root agent because we did not change the name to here in the agent. We kept the name as root agent, so it is saying root agent. If you change it to basic agent, it would say basic agent, right? Now it's the same question. What you can do, so it is responding saying how with the help of ADK, with one line of command without writing any code, you can create agents. Yeah. So clearing this up. Now I would show you the other way of running it. Um, Exit this. Clear. Yeah. So I mentioned about ADK web, right? If you do ADK web and that you run from one level above uh, where you have the agent. So we have the agent.py file in, if you see here, agent.py file is in the basic agent. So if you are running ADK web so you'd have to run it from ADK demo one folder above the folder where you have, yeah. You do ADK web with one line of command. It has initiated one web server, which is now running at 8000 port on your local host. So this is the folder name, right? You have created the folder as basic agent. So when you do a web, ADK web, you get that as the agent name. So you are using the uh, basic agent here. And this is where ADK provides you the graphical, the UI that I talk about. So this graphical interface you get by default, you don't need to code anything for that. You ask now the same question, who are you? So I'm a large language model and I an AI assistant. What can you do? So here you can see the response in a more structured way because it is using MD and you can, it's easy to read, right? And if you do it, you also see a graphical interface here where you can see who is responding back. So there is only one agent, so the root agent is responding back. So I'm stopping this video here, and the next video we will see how to add tools. So see you in the next video.